Slide is visible. Hello.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
So this is the live interaction class of the subject course named the sensor and actuator, and the course is taught by the Professor Hardik J. Pandya, professor in the Electronics Department, IIC Bangalore. And I am Ashok Kumar, PMR Research Fellow. So we will discuss here some new concept of the sensors, actuator, how the sensor will fabricate, what is the technique through which we can sensor the fabricate, what type of the sensors in the market, and currently what of sensors technology will be, how much the technology, how much advanced we can discuss. You can put your doubt, either unmute yourself or you can put your doubt in the message chat box. So we can take that doubt also. If possible, I will answer the doubt in this class only. And if it is not possible, then the next class I will take all the questions of you. So you will be more clarified the subject sensitive concept. Guys, anyone have any doubt or anyone want to any something anyone to say? Uh, Anything special things you want to include during the live session class? Your suggestion will be most welcome. Hello, hello, Abhijit, are you there? Abhijit,
Yes, sir.
so you can respond to me that also, that so I can identify that where should you have problem or I should be go on the correct path or not. Anumita, Anumita, Chirag,
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
please, it is class for you, not for me, not for the sirs. We are here for you to doubt the class and to clarify your doubt in this subject. Either I will be clarify or I will be asked to the faculty members who will take the class, because you are not directly touch with the faculty member. They have just uploaded on the NPTEL course and you see go through that video. So you face the some problem during the assignment problem and quiz problem. So you can share me that questions also where you have to face the problem to solve the assignment, or you can discuss me more about that technology, about the sensor and actuator, how to fabrication will be take place, what is the clean room, what is the devices we have to, how to measure the sensor characteristics, sensors response. Chirag,
Yes, sir. Hello.
yeah. So Chirag, you are the student or you are working with some company?
No, sir.
Yeah.
I am a student, sir.
So you are
Student, sir.
a PhD student.
No, sir. I'm doing BTech, sir. Currently
Okay.
in third year, sir.
Where?
Third year,
Which
mein.
college?
Uh, SPIT, sir. Mumbai.
SK.
SPIT, sir.
Okay,
SPIT,
SPIT
Mumbai.
Mumbai.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So Chirag, you can put your answer or in the chat box, or you can because I need your communication also with me. That if you're not responding, then I will just finish the slide and then this is over the 2 hours job. My Deepak Singh, Deepak.
Yes, sir.
So are you PhD student or working?
No, sir. I am working at Tata Motors.
Okay, Tata Motors.
Yes,
So you
yes,
are
sir.
working on that system of the embedded system or like that some
Sir, diagnostic में DT.
okay diagnostic. Okay, okay. K Super Super Raja.
Yes, sir. Sir, like I'm a student of NIT Raipur, fourth year student.
Oh, NIT Raipur.
Yes, sir.
Good, good. So why you have this subject is your interest of that master or PhD, or you just it is
So like we have internship at 8th semester. So
okay,
there we need to take two courses of NPTEL. So we
okay,
have chosen sensors and actuators and design analysis of VLSI subsystems.
okay. Design analysis and will say and sensor and so. So you are not go to internship for any company?
Yeah, I have. I'm doing internship at MathWorks, Bangalore.
Math work.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's design for working on the MATLAB and everything.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So you are from NIT Raipur.
Yes, sir.
Good, good. Kartika, Kartika P Moni.
Yes.
So are you working or you are a student? Any
I'm a PhD scholar in NIT Calicut.
NIT?
Calicut.
Oh, Kaligat. Which department? Which professor you are working under?
Dr. Manish Chandran. Physics
The electronics
department.
department.
Physics department.
Oh, so you are there is a large good facility of that fabrication of the sensor and that in the NIT Calicut.
Actually, I'm planning to do in DRDO.
Where?
DRDO fabrication.
No, there is also the facility in the NIT Calicut. There is a FSM and XRD lithography and everything will be there.
Yes, sir. But for fabricating, it is bit difficult here.
So on what topic you are working?
Piezoelectric sensor.
Oh, piezoelectric.
Yes.
So it is just like the pressure sensor.
Uh, no, it's for uh, sonar and all.
What?
For using in sonar and all.
Oh, sonar.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. There is one professor that name I get in the electronics department. He recently joined as associate professor. He is also working on the sensor, biomedical sensor and MEMS system.
Sony sir.
There is one professor who recently joined, Periswamy.
Uh, that I don't.
His expertise is on the sensor and that MEMS based sensor.
Um,
Okay. Pratish, Pratish KK. Pirtam, Pirtam, are you there? Ritesh, Shyamlal Mishra.
Yes, sir.
So, are you a student or you are working with some company or that?
No, no, I am a PhD student in IIT Guwahati, sir.
IIT Guwahati.
Yes, sir.
Oh, so you are of which year?
I am first year.
Oh, you are recently joined that.
Yes, sir. First year, second sem.
Oh, second. Well, in July batch you are.
Yeah, yeah, from July.
Okay, okay. So you are also applying for the PMRF.
No, no, sir. I'm not applying for PMR.
Oh, Tony, Tony, Weber, Weber V.
Yes, sir.
Weber V, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm
So you
audible.
are a student or
Yes, sir. I'm student, last year student from KJ Somaya College of Engineering, Mumbai.
so you are doing BTech?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So have you done the internship on that VLSI or some communication company?
Um, in software related field.
Oh, software. Okay, okay. So you just it is your NPTEL course is in your curriculum or it is just your interest on that subject?
Interest, sir.
Okay, okay. So you will be joined regularly, or I think that most of time people are join first class and after that left for that.
We'll see, sir.
If you face any problem on the timing or day and that, you can let me know so we can request it to change that as per your convenience also. If anyone has
Sure,
issue
sir.
of day and timing,
Sure,
we
sir.
can put the request to NPTEL team and we can change the day and timing also. So if you are anyone working or you think that after so Monday to Friday is busy, we can take the class Saturday Sunday also, no problem. So let me know that how many people want to that change the class or not. So if I put the request on the first class, then it is easy for me and Enfield team also for that. Okay, guys. So I am Ashok Kumar. I am fourth year student of the PhD. So my research topic on that fabrication of the gas sensor and optical sensors. So I am more expertise in the sensors uh, in the term of the light and gas sensor based, camera resistive sensor based. I have the knowledge of the fabrication of that silicon vapors, lithography, depositions methods, characterization methods. So you can ask me anything either related to the course, related to your career, or something that you want to discuss with me. You can unmute your in between and we can discuss that. It is just class for the discussion, not I have to like the teachers that you have to taught and like that. If you will be participate in the discussions, it will very grateful for me, and maybe we have to healthy discussion with you. So I hope that you will be regularly join all the class, all of you. And if you have any doubt, you can write me uh, on email that I have to access, and or either you have to write in the chat box also. So should we start, or anyone want to say something? Hello, should we start?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Why not?
Huh?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. We can start.
Okay, okay. So uh, uh, Anumita, are you there? Anumita, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what do you mean by the sensor? Like in general definition, what do you understand by the sensor? What is the general definition of the sensors? How can you, what the sensor will do? General definition, not the technical term. What you, if you see anywhere, there is a, like in our mobile, there is a temperature sensor. Somewhere in the car, there is a pressure sensor. So what you define by the sensors, meaning that sensors? Can you elaborate that, Anumita? If you it is just like that, you can attempt to questions, and I don't want to that hold the definition in the correct manner or what is general definition. I just ask. Aswini, 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 Chirag.
Yes, sir. Sir, so sensor basically uh, converts the physical phenomena into an output signal.
Okay, sensor. What is that? Whatever the input that physical phenomena, it will give the signal in the form of the electrical waveform. Okay, whatever the we are sensing, like there is a pressure sensor, we just put our hand, it will give the wave form in the electrical signal form, that it this type of the pressure will be on the, that we have to receive that. So sensor, what is it? Just sense, like that in our natural body, like we have the human beings, we have the lot of the sensor in our body. Okay, so can you, an animal tell me that whatever the in our body, human being, what type of the sensor we have? Natural sensor we have. How can our body will be sense? How can we, our brain will be detect that what that like that if we have feel the cold, then our brain will think that yes, I am feeling the cold, like that hot. Whatever the food we have eat, whatever the we have to see through our eyes, that our brain will be sense everything that. our neurons will be identified at what type of the signal will become to our brain. So sensor is just like a device which convert the physical phenomena into the electrical signal. Okay, Kartika, you want to add something in this? Kartika P,
No, sir.
you are the PhD student. You can to add something that whatever sensor, body, and that. What do you understand by the sensor, Kartika? Like that, our human beings, how can our body will be sensed? What is the mechanism of our body or brain that can sense the every signal?
Mm. It will act as a temperature sensor if we, uh, if we are going near some hot place or something, we can sense it. That- That's what I understood.
Okay, like that. If we touch like that, if anyone working in the kitchens or some hot palaces, and if you touch their finger to any hot things, whatever the finger will sense that our finger will work like the sensors, and whatever that hot signal that will travel through our neurons to the brains, and our brain will be automatically react that this is a hot. You can pull out your hands from that hot plate. Okay, so it will be just converting the signals. So sensor is just a type of a device which convert that physical phenomena around the us into the electrical waveform, either mechanical, whatever the desire we have to identify. Like that, now the we are the working on the we are the everything will be technology based on the AI and machine learning, IoT. So we have to build a one system that someone people were working on the village side design, someone working on the microprocessor, someone working in the communications. So like that they are working on the 5G signal and that. So we have integrate all the system in one platform, and we have to integrate that sensor with that platform also. So to fabricate the sensors, we have some fabrication steps. Okay, without that we cannot fabricate the sensor. Like that in the market you can see that there is some type of the sensor will be available which can sense that like that you can see in your college there is a fire sensors. So someone will be someone will be smoking, the fire alarm will be alert. So what is that? Our fire sensor will be integrated with that microcontroller or micro system. So we have to give that coding or IoT system that if the smoke will be detected, my response electrical signal will be enhanced and it will be make the sound. Somewhere is that there is a light of the LED, that LED will be burned, LED will be glow or it will be off. So the sensor is the part of the integrated systems. Okay, so what is that first slide? That efficient waste management in the smart city supported by the sensing as a service. Okay, so you can see that this is the my cloud platform that supports sensing as a device. This is a system where the data will be stored. Okay, so this is the garbage here. This is also garbage of the sensors. This is the healthy and safety. Every building have the sensing systems, and this is the truck which collect the that garbage of that everywhere. So how can we send that signal to the that truck? We have put the one sensors there. Okay, we have the this is the palaces. The garbage will be full, so you have to the truck will be go to collect that garbage and empty that dustbin and everything, and it will be go to dispose side. So we have the make the sensors here. Like that we have Google Live location. So we have the put one sensors in our mobile. It will detect our live locations because it will what it will cover the distance. So whatever the distance we have traveled, our sensor will be calculate distance, and from that he will take the coordinate from the satellite and give the exact location of this. So every work will be on the sensors. So this is the human body. I have already told you that human is the best source example of the sensors, and it will have the response in the nanosecond may be that. Very good response, like that artificial or fabricated sensor will be not behave like the human body. Okay. So we have the IoT platform here. We have the optical sensor that eye. We have the gas sensor that is the noise. We have the probe, the test sensor, and we have the microphone that ears. We have that human body have that type of the sensor will be inbuilt in our human body. Okay. So sensor is a device that receive a stimulus and respond with an electrical signal. This is the input signal, this is the sensor, and we have both the output signals. Okay. Like that, this is the wall. Okay. Uh, have you in your house or anywhere in the water tank you have to put the one sensor that measure the level of the water. Anyone in the house is there, guys? So your automatic that motor will be start if the tank will be empty or the water flow will be if the tank will be full then there is alarm that your please off the motor. In any house or any society you have seen that type of sensor.
Yes, sir. I have seen.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So what is that sensor? That's if this type of the wall, if we have to put one sensor here. Okay, this eye will be seeing that this is the human being. Okay, he will think that this is level will become and this is the outlet and this will the incoming of the waters. Okay, so if the outlet will be continually open, then he will sense that the tank will be not fully and he will not shut down the motor. But whenever he think that the water level will reach on that we have to set the water level, then either the through the IoT systems that automatically that motor will be off, or we have the there is alarm system that your water level will reach, then off the motor manually. So now the system will be on that IoT, artificial and machine learning, that every system will be connected automatically. Have you seen that automatic system anywhere? Anyone? That your household motor will be automatically off or on with the water level. Hello? I need your response. Either you have seen or not seen. Just I need that.
No, sir.
Seen. Yes, sir. I
Yeah?
have seen.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have seen, sir.
Where, man?
The
Where?
Sir, I live in Calcutta, so new societies use that sensors.
Yes.
Automatically, motor will start and it
Yes,
will
yes. So
close.
there is a
Uh,
water level sensor there. Level sensor will be
yes,
there.
sir.
So it will
Yes, sir.
detect the position of the water.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And whatever the position of water, that will become in the electrical format. And there is a converter that you have to, you have everyone have to read the digital and analog,
Yes, sir.
analog to digital converter and digital to analog converter,
Yes, sir.
flip flops and most transistor and capacitors. Have you read anyone? So in digital, what is this electrical signal come in the form of the analog. Okay. But our embedded and microprocessor system work in the form of digital. He will understand on the one and zero, not a waveform. So what we have to put these electrical signals we have to feed into ADC. Okay. Then we have to again to convert into that. This will be analog to digital form will become. And if the waveform will 10101 will come and the motor level will be like on or off like that. So this type of the sensing signal. So what do you mean by the transducer? Anyone can tell me the transducer? What is the role of the transducer? Anyone have to have the subject or the measuring instrument in your BTech or MTech?
Yes, sir. There's my subject of instrumentation.
So there you have to read that transducer, the responsivity,
Yes, sir. Sensitivity,
sensitivity,
reproducibility.
error rate,
Yes, sir. Dead zone. This
resolution.
type of. Yes, sir.
So what do you mean by the transducer?
So transducer is a device which can convert one form of energy to another form of energy.
Okay. So we need a transducer, no? If you
Yes, sir, we know.
fabricate the sensor, and how do we convert that in the form of that, either electrical form or mechanical form or thermal form, whatever that form, that physical, so we can identify that signals.
Uh,
So transducer is a device that converts a primary form of energy into a corresponding signal with different energy form. Okay, so we have the sensors, that's in real world, and this is the intelligent feedback system, that microcontroller or micro system, which is integrated with the IoT. So it will be feedback, that means feedback, that it will correct the signal, that correct signal will be reached or not. So it will be uh, compared with that input signals. So primary energy form will be mechanical, thermal, electromagnetic, optical, chemical. There is a lot of the primary form. ठीक है ना? It will take the data from the sensor and the actuator, transducer. Okay. So sensor, like in the like example, we have the thermometer. We have to measure the temperature of our body. Like that, someone have any fever, and he want to measure that how much the temperature of his body. That, so thermometer. The device is respond to physical, like that. There is a physical stimulation and response with the electrical signals. Okay. So what is in a thermometer? We have to put that mercury will be there. Have you seen that thermometer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what is in the mercury? So mercury will, when mercury will be heat, that he will be get heating, it will be go up. It change its value. Okay. And what value will we give? What are the maximum heat will be transferred to the mercury? That maximum value will be given to us. Now that digital, anyone see the digital thermometer? Digital, that mercury with that. Anyone see the digital thermometer?
yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So what is the principle of digital thermometer, that you have to see in the digit form, that in the either Farad or centigrade Celsius temperatures. So they are embedded that sensor with that system, that only. They have the put one LCD. They have just converted that electrical signal into form of digital. And what is that level of the mercury will be measured by that sensors. That uh, in the tube there is only the mercury will be there. But now that will read by the sensor, that level. So actually, is a heater, that device is mechanically capable of performing physical actions. So what is the how do we perform that physical action? That like that we have the gases, that toxic gases like NO2, CO2, CS4, CS3, that is harmful for our health also. So how these gases will be generated? So how the heat will be generated? This is the that hot plate from, or that is the actuator. So we have a two types of sensors, direct or complex. A sensor that convert a non-electrical signal into an electrical signal. Like that thermocouple, we have the non-electrical signal, that we have the mercury in that, and that mercury, that signal will convert into the electrical signal. Complex, a sensor that multiple conversion steps to transfer the major signal into electrical signal, like a fiber optical displacement sensors. Okay, so we have, this is the total part of the sensors. Okay, we have the transducer one, transducer two, direct sensors. So stimulus signal, like that we have either pressure here, either temperature here, either sound here, either light here, any mechanical force, vibration. These are the signals. We have the signals in the many form, that whatever this signal, transducer will be convert that signal into the electrical form. Second transducer will again convert into another form. This is the direct sensors, which can convert to the voltage, that electrical signal form. So sensor may include several transducer. So sensor system has the many transducer. Sensor system. So you think that this is the real world, that we are living in the real world. So there is a lot of the physical activity will be happen around us. Okay, this is the primary transducer. This is the primary transducer will be given in the analog form sensors. This is a secondary transducer, usable value. So what is the you can see that whole the system of the transducer will be connected to the any system that this network display. Okay, so primary transducer change real world parameter into electrical signal. Secondary transducer convert electrical signal into analog or digital value. Okay, so like that we use can the transducer in place of that ADC DAC. We can use that. So this is the example of the electronic sensor system. So component vary with the applications. So digital sensor with an instrument. So digital sensor have the instrument like that microcontroller, signal time, data storage. Okay. Analog signal analyzed by PC sensor, sensor interference. We have the analog to digital converter, communication signal processing, and it will come to the PC to RS-232 port. Multiple sensor display that will be uh, maybe combination of that analog and digitals. So recently, what type of the sensor will become on the market? Analog or digital type? Hello, RCB fan, are you there? RCB.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what type of sensors or the sensor system recently will be market that you have to see or around that world that what type of sensors you have to see.
Sir, digital.
Yeah.
Digital sensor.
Yes. Why digital? What is the advantage of the digital over analog? Have you read that digital and analog signal in your BTech? Anyone can respond. What is the advantage of digital signal over analog? Ritu Singh. Yes, Bharat. Yeah.
Discrete digital is discrete and you can get accurate values in digital
o-
readings,
Okay.
whereas in analog it is continuous and you can't get a accurate value.
Okay. So error rate will be more in case of the analog in compared to the digital.
Yes, sir.
And whatever that about the timing,
So timing.
if you have the analog sensors
Yes,
and
sir.
you have the one digital sensors, who will be respond more fast?
No idea, sir.
Obviously, digital signal will be more fast.
Sir,
That's why
in
you
this
are going with
analog
the digital
signal,
form.
in this analog system, propagation delay time is more, sir.
Yes, yes. And
Digital
what is
signal in
that?
propagation delay
We
is
have that
less.
interface also. There is the analog signal. So you can see that aliasing effect in the analog form. You have to read in the any case you use the filter. It will be more complicated system that analog. And digital we have the small system like that in your phone. You have the temperature sensors. You have in the phone your temperature sensor is there. I am audible.
Yes, sir.
So in your phone, have you seen temperature sensor? In mobile, what type of sensor you have? Hmm? What type of
Fingerprint sensor.
sensor in your mobile?
Fingerprint sensors.
Fingerprint sensor. Okay. Then
The sound sensor, capacitive sensor.
okay. Have you wearing have you anyone have the digital watch? Anyone use digital watch? Hello. Anyone
Yes, sir.
using digital watch?
Yes, sir.
So in digital watch, what type of sensor you have? Ritu Singh.
So according to me, I think that was a digital sensor.
In digital watch.
sir. No idea.
Have you seen the Apple Watch? Anyone ever using Apple Watch? Anyone using Apple Watch? You can see that in the mobile system. You can check that your heartbeat, your temperature of the body, glucose level of your body, how much your running step. Everything will be you can see in your watch. Anyone using that type of technology? Hello.
No, sir.
Have you seen that? Have you go through that Flipkart and Google that if you buy you want to buy some digital watch and you have to see the features of that specifications. K Vinay
Yes,
Kumar.
sir.
K Vinay Kumar. Are you there? Pritam, Anna, Vaibhavi, Vaibhavi. Are you there? Anyone respond that everyone using that digital watch now their phone will be connected. I think that you are the all the engineering student and
Sir,
Syam.
in digital, yes, sir. In digital watch, I was saw there's a temperature sensor, displacement sensor also, okay, because it's count the steps, how much you are going, and
So this will be sensor will become in the one platform in the digital form, and it will be give more accurate value than the analog form. If you use the analog sensors, it will be more bulky. It will get the more space, and it will be not tight on your hand. That's why digital sensor will be preferred over the analog sensors. Like that, this is the example. You have the one loudspeaker, and what loudspeaker will do? This is the basic example of the sensors.
it amplify the sound, low sound to high sound.
So sound is the form of in the physical form,
Yes, sir.
and what we get in the form of that,
In
how it
electrical,
will be. See you that mechanism of that. If anyone read the measuring an instrument, will be uh, read the mechanism and that how that loudspeaker will be work on that. So you have to that input signal here. There is a one magnet will be there. Our sound will be in the electromagnetic waveform. It will be what happened. It will vibrate on the diagram, and on the basis of the vibration, diagram will be changed into in the form of the electrical signal, and then it will again converted into the analog signal in the physical form, and sound will be come out. So loudspeaker is also a one type of the sensor. Telephone line. So we have the here we have the confusion. I am also confused and you are also confused. So tell me, so transducer can mean sensor, actuator, transducer can be part of sensor, sensor can be part of the transducer. Okay, should
yes.
it possible? Patel Sales, Patel Sales. Can you unmute yourself?
Yes, sir.
So From where are you, Patel? Are you PhD student or you are doing any job?
Sir, I am doing job,
Which company?
and I am from Bharuch, Gujarat.
Which company you are working?
BKIT, BKIT
S-
NetSec solution.
What is your job profile?
Sir, hardware and network engineer.
So you are using a sensor in that hardware and network engineering.
No, sir, I had done industrial instrumentation
Have you
course. Sir.
found there in your system any sensor will be there any
No, sir.
in
But I
hardware
had
and network engineering?
yes, sir. I had
Which type of
access
sensor will you use during the network, and how can you identify that there is a fault or not fault in network?
sir.
How can you?
Sir, RFID readers
So
are there.
RFID, what RFID, what data will be read?
Sir, employees data.
Okay. So where you this RFID will be sensor or transducer?
Sir, RFID reader is a sensor
And what is the
which
transducer
read.
then this form? Which part will be transduced that data?
Sir, no
When
idea.
you have scan, there will be some that electronics instrument or electronics system will be there.
Yes, sir.
So what that system will be do? That will be perform as a transducer. That is the mediator for us and with that our card. Hmm?
सर रीडर सर रीडर रीड करके सर्वर में डेटा भेजता है सर.
So server में data in the form of the digital form.
Yes, sir.
And how can that our data will be also stored in the RFID in the digital form? Hmm?
No idea, sir.
Have you seen the smoke sensor,
Yes, sir.
fire sensor,
Yes, sir.
water sensor?
No.
No.
No, sir.
So what fire sensor? What will be working that fire sensor?
Sir, we are not working on this system, but
No,
I
no.
had
Have you
seen at
seen
my.
that fire sensor? Have you seen that fire sensor?
Yes, sir, at my plant.
Okay. So this system will be integrated with one center system. Every sensors have to integrated with one center system.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So many sensor can work as a actuator. Utility many actuator can work as a sensors. It is possible.
Yes, sir.
Hmm? This vice
Yes, sir.
versa or not?
Yes, sir. It is possible.
Okay. So definition of the sensors is a device that respond to any physical phenomena. Any physical. It is in the form of either any form, light, thermal, mechanical, biological, chemical. Okay. Whatever the physical phenomena will be present, it will be respond to that type. What is the meaning of the transducer? That convert energy of the one form or to energy of another form. So like that piezoelectric. Who will be working on piezoelectric phenomena? Karthika, you are working on the piezoelectric.
Yes,
So piezoelectric material can use as a transducer.
yes,
So we can say this is a sensors. It can sense the any physical that's change in that like that piezoelectric pressure sensor will be there. Piezoelectric. If we press on that sensor, it will change, yeah, convert into the electrical signal like that. Have you used that type of sensor like that, Karthika?
No, actually, my work hasn't started yet.
No, no, it is just like 10 to 12 or like that. We take like that. Someone make like that coin type of structure and he will press and he will just connect some. And whenever he press, some signal will be generated and it will type of the pressure that he will sense that signal. It will convert one form of energy into electrical form like that. We have to press on that material, it change into the electrical form. Mechanical energy will to into electrical energy. So actuator is a क्या है? Is a device or mechanism capable of performing our physical actions. So a device which can perform that physical action. Like that, we have the sound, we have the light. So actuator is that type of. This is the active things. So can we perform that task? So what is the stimulus? That quantity that is a sense, sometimes called measurements. So what are the some quantity can be sense? Motion, position, displacement, velocity and acceleration, force, strength, pressure, flow, sound, moisture, light, radiation, temperature, chemical. These quantity are called stimulus. These are the our input signals of the sensors. So how much you are people that heard this name in before that in the class? If you go through that class of that professor, have you anyone go through the lectures on NPTEL? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So I am on the that same platform or some I will divert some things. Hello.
No, no, you are not diverting, sir.
No, no, you
Same
tell
thing.
me that so that in the next class I will take care of that. If your professor will be teach you something and I will be teach you something that will be both will be coincide that you and you will be in the confused that which will be right that. So I am on the correct track form or that I am divert.
No, no, sir. You are correct platform. Why you are diverting us?
No, no, no. Just because my first class will be there and I need your feedback also in that class. That's why I want to that everyone should be involved in this class because I will be give the 2 hours to you. You will be also spend the 2 hours and time is more precise. It have no cost. If time will be fly, it will not come back, but money will be come back. So I need that everyone should be respond.
Okay, sir.
Only 3 to 4 people will be respond, but I need everyone who should be participate in this class. Anna, are you there? Anna, Pritam, Indudhar Valley, K. Vinay Kumar.
Yes, sir, I am present.
So Indudhar Valley.
So, so you are
Uh,
doing like similar to whatever the lectures that we have undergone so far. So you are going in the same track, sir. No issues.
so are you in the PhD student or working in some company?
No, I am working as a faculty. So I
Where?
just started my career. So here
Where?
in PS University.
In Bangalore.
Yes.
So you have done PhD or after MTech you have to?
Yeah, I completed PhD
From where?
from Manipal.
Manipal, Sikkim or Manipal,
Manipal, Udupi, Mangalore.
Bangalore. So
Yeah.
your topic on that fabrication or something that
No, actually, we have not worked on sensor, but I have worked on metal semiconductor junctions basically.
okay,
So,
transistor and diode.
no, not transistors, only just diodes.
Okay, only diodes. You have to make that metal and semiconductor diodes, and then you have to measure that characteristic of diode.
Yeah, yes, measuring the interface
So
properties.
which material you use?
I worked on both silicon and silicon carbide.
Material silicon.
Yeah, yeah.
SI silicon oxide or pure silicon?
Only silicon.
Only silicon. And what which metal you use?
Aluminum.
Okay, aluminum. So how you deposit that silicon?
Thermal vapor deposition.
Thermal evaporation. And for metal, also thermal.
For metal also thermal, yeah.
So
For make
what type of substrate you use for the transistor?
no, not transistors, just
Oh, so
substrate
diode,
for
diode. What substrate you glass on that or anything else?
silicon, single crystalline silicon.
Single crystal in that. Okay, so I think will be help to me in this class about that vapor and fabrication facility.
Actually, I have not done that much experimentation, but to some extent, I can happy to help.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Vinay Kumar. Okay, Vinay Kumar.
Yes, sir.
Hi. So whatever the quantity I have mentioned in the slide, have you seen any sensor related to this? Hello? Have you seen any sensor? Have you seen any sensors in your real life? Vinay, Vinay, are you there? Just Gayatri. Gayatri. Okay. So anyone have any doubt till now, or we can move forward? Any doubt? Should my voice is audible? Anything that I am, it is understandable or not? That have are you understand that my things? Whatever I tell you or present, please respond to anyone.
It's fine, sir. You please proceed.
Okay. So what are the physical principle of sensing? That charge, field, and potentials, capacitance, magnetism, induction, resistance, piezoelectric effect, feedback and filter effect, thermal properties of material, heat transfer, and light. Okay. So what they say Indoor Valley, but like that he have fabricated that diode which is based on the silicons. So what that diode have the some principle of the sensings. Okay. So when we have to apply the electrical signal on that cell, a charge will be flow between that P and N junctions, and due to the flow of that charge, that current will be flow through that diodes. So it has some mechanism that, like that, we have the thermocouple, yeah, thermocouple. Okay, that will be perform on the thermal properties of the materials. We have the mercury material in the thermocouples, and mercury will be sink that heat of the body or any surrounding us that heat, and it will give the response in the form of the farad or centigrade Celsius. We have that light, like that we have the optical light, and we have the sensors. We have the light will be exposed on that sensors, and it will be give us that light, that either it will be blue, whatever the responsivity of that light, whatever the detectivity of that light, we can detect that light, how much the intensity of that light we can detect. uh, Everyone will be familiar with the COVID-19. I think that someone have the face with the COVID, someone will be. So, uh, uh, anyone heard the name of the UVC sanitization? Hello,
No, sir.
hello, RCB fan, are you
Yes,
there?
sir. Yes,
Hello.
yes, sir. I am here.
So, uh, to disinfect the instrument the doctor using due to COVID. They use the UVC light, but you know the effect of the UV light on the human beings, environment, infrastructures, crops. Anyone tell me that what is UV light is good for our health or bad? Please unmute yourself.
No, sir, it can be bad, sir.
Bad for the humans beings. So for medical treatment, now that some peoples are using the laser treatment to remove the hairs and to something that. Anyone use that laser treatment facility? Have you
No,
heard
sir.
about that technology? Girls, anyone have used heard about that laser technology?
Yes, sir.
So this will be, if the intensity of that laser will be less, then it will be less harmful for our body. Uh, like that, we you go for that X-ray and that what is it, that MRI. MRI use the magnetic field, or X-ray use the X-ray light, and doctor are advised that you do not expose to X-ray for long time. It will be cause of the cancers. So how can you detect this is the X-ray? In the hospital or some that X-ray will be used, there will be warning that be careful, there is a X-ray. Have you seen that type of warning and anywhere? Hello? Anyone can respond, please. I need
Yes,
your
sir. In the
participation.
hospital.
Yeah?
Yes, sir. I have seen in hospitals.
So
Yes.
in
But
hospital X-ray rooms, the
but
general person are not allowed.
yes, yes. But anyone, have you seen that they have given the intensity of that X-ray? Anyone they have written there? Hello?
No, sir.
But if you have fabricated the sensors which give the intensity of X-ray that room, and you can identify that how much the harmful for our body, that intensity, or either how much time you can expose or in the your body to that X-rays. So you fabricated that sensors which can detect that light intensity, light responsivity, and that will be tell to you that these things will be there. So you will be careful. Okay. Anyone from that Chennai and that Tamil Nadu or Karnataka or MP? Have you heard that Bhopal gas tragedy? Anyone have no knowledge of that Bhopal gas, methane gas?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I heard.
So how it is harmful for humans beings? It is still present in that area, and this will be significant effect on that human beings. People are paralyzed. People have some causes and some disease from by birth, and if there will be sensors that will detect that concentration of that methane, then it will be warned to that people that as CS4 will be released and you have to evacuate your place as soon as possible. Even if the sensor will be there, it will be sent to the message to the government offices that gas release you there, they can take the immediately actions. But in the case of the 1984s, this type of facility will not available, or if it's available, it is very costly for the India. I am correct.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the demand of the sensors will be more with the technology, with the moderation of that India. Now we have the everywhere we have the sensors. Anyone's heard the name of the Alexa?
Yes, sir.
How Alexa will be work? How it will be recognize our voice and it will convert to that and it will play for do work for us. Yeah,
Bluetooth connection. It is
yeah.
connected through Bluetooth. Bluetooth, and then we can command it, and it will
But
open
it will
the song, etc.
what our digital system will be only familiar with the 0 and 1. He will not familiar with our voice that whatever we have to give. He will be take the form of 0 1. We have to display in the analog form. His signal will be analog form. But there will be transducer or sensors which can recognize our voice signals. This is the vibration that sound sensors, and it will be convert and then it will be take from their gallery. He will be search in the gallery that this word will be matching with the gallery or not, and then the word will be matching. He will play that things. I am correct? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So, but in case of the human being, we have the memories, and it will take in the nanosecond or femtosecond to generate the output. Have you seen such like of the fast sensor in your life? Uh, Ashwini, Abhiram, Abhiram,
Yes, sir.
from where are you?
I am from Vizag, sir.
Vizag, Vizag.
Uh, yes, sir.
Have you visited any mall in the Vizag?
Uh, yes, sir.
So when you enter the mall, the door of the glass will be automatically open and automatically close.
Yes, sir.
What is that system?
I do not know, sir.
What is there is system that it will be automatically on and off without human being?
It has sensor, sir.
It's sensors. What type of sensor will be there?
No idea, sir.
It have the image sensor. If there is like that, there is a obstacle in that between that gap. They like he will detect that human being or any obstacle. He will just detect that image and he will open that gate or close that gate. So what is happen? It will generate that charges or field or potential in that case, like that in case of the image or that, and it will sense that things. Have you noticed that how sensor will be work? In what physical principle of the sensors? So this type of the physical principle of the sensors, any any principle can be used in any type of sensors. It's depend upon you that how can you fabricate the sensors, how can you design that sensors. So classification of the sensors, we have the based on the physical law. Okay, what is the physical law? That laws I told you last PPT that it is charge, potential, magnetism, sound, light, thermal, heat transformer, anything that mechanical force, strain, okay, based on any convenient distinct property that it has some specific properties that either it can sense only the light or it can sense both the light and mechanical force. It can be respond in case of the sound vibrations. So it will be distinguished on the that property of that sensors. Possible to certain access some device classifications. So active and passive sensors we have the contact and non-contact sensor, absolute and relative sensor, and other skills. So, what do you understand by the active and passive? Anyone can answer that. What is the definition of that active and passive?
Sir, active sensors are those sensors which required external stimulus or external power.
External power.
Yes, sir.
And passive?
No, sir, no, sir. Active sensors are those sensors which do not require external power, and passive
Yes.
sensors are those sensors which require external power.
So resistant is active type or passive type?
Resistance is passive type.
And op-amp? Have you read
Open.
operational amplifier?
Yes, operational amplifier is also passive type. It requires external power.
So example of any active type device?
Active type device. Oh. Thermocouple sensor,
Mm, right.
piezoelectric sensor.
Yes. Eastern type of sensor is not required any power. Diagram
Yes,
is
sir.
like that.
Yes, sir.
Diagram need any external power? In the sound system, you have the diagram.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Contact and non-contact sensors. Indur
Check.
Valley.
So contact sensor means suppose if I would like to, I mean it is different depending on the situation. Uh, so if we'll touch or if we have interaction by through some contact means maybe by some physical property, that is a contact sensor. For example, if I would like to um, measure temperature, for example, of a furnace, then I will have to keep thermocouple in the furnace where it is in contact with the medium.
Okay.
Sir, may I say something?
Yes, yes.
The contact sensors are those sensors which we directly contact, like measurement of our body temperature. So we are need direct the sensor with our body, and non-contact sensors are those which do not directly contact our do not contact anything, like IR sensors. It
Yes.
not contact, but it measure the value. What is the object distance or whatever we want from there.
Yes, yes. Good, good, good. And
Yes.
absolute and relative sensors, apart from both of you, apart from Andur and Shyamlal, please answer.
Sir, can you please brief once again what is active and passive sensors? In what context we use those words active and passive?
Active is just connected with that definition that if you need any external supply or never, it will generate their self signal, own signals, own
Okay.
energies. Like that thermocouple have the own energy. It will not need to any external, and with own energy, it will give to us the response.
Mm-hmm.
Like the inductor and capacitors,
Mm-hmm.
they have the stored own energy. They never need any external supply.
Okay, so in the context of electricals, you're putting these using these words active and passive, right?
Yes, yes, active and passive. If you need any external supply, okay,
Mm.
like that you have to heard the name of self bias sensors.
Mm.
Have you heard name of self bias sensor? Self
Yes, sir.
bias, self bias sensors. Have you heard?
No, sir. I haven't heard self-bias
Self
sensors.
bias means that they work on the 0 volt supply. Only,
Okay.
omen supply. If you we have not to provide any external electrical potential, they will give to the response with that of stimulus phenomena. or any external phenomena signal.
Mhm.
Okay, and now people are working on that only the active sensors to save the power consumption, power dissipation, because you need a more power dissipation if you embedded with that any systems, and it will be generated a more heat, then it will be converting to the money, it will have the less life.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, sir.
this is an active and passive sensor that require external power to operate. Example, the carbon microphone, I think this is the foam. I think this will be that uh, interchange. Okay, contact sensor that require physical contact with the stimulus. Example, strain gauge, most temperature sensors. You are right. Non-contact, that no physical contact. Most optical and magnetic sensor, infrared thermoelectric. That's absolute and relative sensors that react to stimulus on a absolute scale. Means correct value. Okay, like that 5 kg means 5 kg, not the 5.4.999. This means absolute. That thermistor will always give the value in the 98, not given in the 98.99 decimal and that. But relative will be give in a variable. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Other scale classification by broad area of detection, like the electrical sensor, magnetic, electromagnetic, acoustic, chemical, optical, mechanical, radiation, and biological. Classification by physical law, photoelectric means light and both the combination of light and that. Magnetoelectric, thermoelectric, photoconductive, magnetostrictive, electrostrictive, photomagnetic, thermoelastic, thermomagnetic, thermoplastic. These are the type the sensor based on the physical law. ठीक है ना? Photoelectric means when the photon, that light will be exposed, the electrical charge will be generated and the sensor will behave on that on the electrical charge. Magnetoelectric means when magnetic field will be imposed on that any sensors, and it will be signal will be formed due to the electrical charge or electrical potential between the device. Thermoelectric means due to the temperatures there will be the generation of the charge. Like that, anyone in the BTech, have you read about the semiconductor intensing and extrinsic semiconductor? There is a valence band and conduction band.
Yes, sir.
So what is in the form of the extrinsic semiconductor? The holes will be in the valence band. There is nothing in the conduction band. Conduction band is empty. Then we have to give the temperatures, heat. What will happen? These holes will be transferred into the conduction band. Okay, and till the 300K, it will be the maximum, and after that it will be decrease. This type of the phenomena have you read?
Yes, sir.
So what is due to the temperature, our charge will be transferred from the valence band to conduction band, and it will be give in the form of that electrical form. Signal will become. Classification by specification, accuracy, sensitivity. Some sensor have the more accurate than more sensitive. They will give the more accurate value, like the 98.9999 types, or they have the less sensitive. Some are the more sensitive, some are stability, but they are stable for long time, like 3 year, 4 year, 5 years. Some are the response time. What you understand by the response time? Anyone can tell me the response time?
How fast a sensor responds to its
In your bit,
stimulus?
in a control system, have you read about the response time and recovery time? that the time taken by the signal to reach from 10% to the 90%. That
90%.
fall time and rise time. Have you read about that?
Yes, sir.
So this is the response time. How the sensor will be response. Some sensor are more fast, some sensor are less. So it depends upon the applications. We have to fabricate the sensors. That if the we have required a faster sensor response, but we have to compromise the either accuracy, sensitivity, stability, any one things. Okay. Classification by the application: consumer product, military application, infrastructure, energy, heat, manufacture, transportation, space, scientification. So on the base of the applications, we have to fabricate the sensors. This is the position of the sensor in the data acquisition time. So what do you understand by this slide? Anyone can explain me, and then I will add something. From last 10 to 15 slides, this is the example. So this is the perfect system, whole system of the sensor. Anyone can explain these slides? I need your response. I think 3 to 4 students are remaining. Everyone will be. Vaibhavi, Vaibhavi,
Yes, sir.
are you enjoying or just? I think you feel that you are bored this class.
No,
Huh?
sir, it is nice.
No. Just for not me. That's I get, need a real feedback. If it is boring, then I will be try to make it be enjoyable for you next time.
No,
Tell me
sir,
the
it is
truth.
interesting.
I am not your teachers, and that I will be evaluate your marks and nothing that. So can you explain that diagram? It is visible to you,
Yes, sir.
Vaibhavi.
Yes, sir, it
What you
is
understand
visible
by
to
this
me.
diagram?
It has used various types of sensors to acquire data.
Okay.
The sensors we discussed, like the passive sensors, and those sensors, using those sensors, it has created a system to acquire data.
So you have to. This is the object. So you have to find that position of the object. So you have to put the sensors. That one sensor here, one sensor is here, one sensor is here. You have to 4 sensors, 5 sensor you have to put on that object, and that will be interface to the sorry multiplexers. So what is multiply with multiplexer will be multiply many to one, and there is a actuator which what will be that will be give the feedback with the original signals. It will generate the signals and compare with that reference signals. So it will be correct or not, it will be validated. This is the excitation circuit, means it is the external supply or anything with that. Sorry. This is the interface to the multiplexers. So this data, this analog to digital will be data will control the computer. This is a data recorder or any alarm system, and we have to complete that system. So we have to measure the positions, displacement. So we have to fabricate the sensors which can measure the position. Okay. So we use that material like the silicon, germanium, some of material like 2D materials. I have to go next class. I have to explain that fabrication facility, clean room facility, how the sensor will be fabricated, what is the step how to fabricate the sensors, how we'll measure the response, characterize the sensors that you have to read in the next class. And this is the very good interesting subject that uh, is based on the manufacturing. People that how you can relate that how our mobile chip will be our mobile processor computer processor will be fabricated, how the transistor MOSFET and BGT will be fabricated, how can we use in the real life. Sensor is just a part of that. Sensor is also a transistor. Sensor is also a diode. Okay, this is the car. Have you heard the case of that famous cricketer? I forget that name. Recently, he faced the accident.
Rishabh Pant.
Yeah, Rishabh Pant. So their car is which company? Mercedes or BMW?
No idea, sir.
I think this he is the Mercedes Benz. And you know that cost of the car will be around in the crore rupees. The reason is that these sensors. In normal car that Maruti and Hyundai, these all sensors are not in this car, and that's why these cars are sold on the base of the safety. They have the 5-star safety. I am correct? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Reason that that car have the even to I think that 200 sensor incorporated in the car. They have a separate sensor for that airbag. In the Maruti Benz, I think that 16 airbag will be there, 8 to 16 airbag. And to open that airbag, you have to measure that pressure will be force on that car, and you have to respond in the picosecond immediately. So these sensors are the fast response time. uh, you have to compare that Maruti with that Mercedes Benz, and you have to make the accident. Which airbag will be open first? You can check that with the quality of that sensors. Have you anything that you have to face in your real life? Anyone? See, he has a wheel speed sensor also. How much the speed of wheel, collision sensors, CCD sensors, automatic brake actuator sensors, night pedestrian in IR sensor, then light will be glow in the night, front objective laser sensors. How much the sensor I have mentioned in this? Control this is a computer that real objective sensors. Here that CCD, there are 4 to 5 there is a camera sensor here. Warning lamp sensors, manual switch of the automatic gear sensors. So it is around that one car of the Mercedes and BMW and Audi contain around 200 to 250 sensors, and that's why the cost of that car will be high. So okay, anything else? We have the 10 minutes for helpful discussion. I think that 3 to 4 people are only left. 3 to 4 people are here and everyone is left. Any doubt? Anything you want to include in the next class? I need your
So
suggestions.
please once again explain about this response time of a sensor.
Response time, like that. I will like this is a signal. Okay, electrical signal. Like that.
Okay.
This type of the waveform will be icon through the sensors. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
what is the my response time? This is the time scale, and this is my amplitude. or current. Okay.
Okay.
So response time is my response of that. This is the baseline. Matlab there is nothing is there. This is the current. Like this is 1 microampere current I see there. Okay. When anything falls here, suppose that there is a light will be false on here. This position means
Hmm.
this T1.
Hmm.
Okay. When this will false, this response will be current will be increased.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Hmm.
it will be reached in the maximum value. Saturate it will be.
Hmm.
When I when I switch off that light, it will automatically come to again that same position,
Hmm.
and this will time is T2. Okay.
Hmm.
So I think this is the 10% of value and this is the 90% of value of the maximum response. This is my maximum.
Hmm.
Okay. So
Hmm.
what I will measure that response time, that how much time taken by my sensor to reach from 10% to the 90%.
Hmm.
Means from this to this, how much time it will be taken. It will be my response time.
Hmm.
Reason that we have, if we have to fabricate any device, we have to take the error of the plus minus 10% or 5%. So we have to measure the time that 10 to 90% how much time will be taken. Same fall time, 90 to 10%. Again, if we look at the baseline, this will be our fall time. So how much the sensor will be come to its original positions. Like that, I have to make one device for you. Like that, my this is device. I have deposit some material here. This is my contact here. I think this is I take the silicon or glass here. Okay. This is I think take the aluminum contact, metal contact, and this is any material, oxide material, anything material that like that copper, cobalt, iron, silicon, germanium, carbon, any material will be there. Who will be sensed? Suppose some gas will be exposed in the room, your room. So this there is a sensor. So this gas particle will be come here on this position. And what will be? It will be react with material. Like that, this will be react with the copper. And there is on the surface there is a atmosphere oxygen. So what will be happens? It will be generated some charge carriers. So one charge that I think that if I buy some here, negative 1 volt, I will external potential. So my electrons or whole charge carrier will be moved from here to here, and I will measure in the form of that electrical signals like that. This will be come into my output waveform with with response to the my gas. My if suppose my gas concentration is the 500 ppm or 1000 ppm and 1 ppm, it will response will be changed with the concentration. Suppose 1000, that response will come from 1000 like that. Suppose this is my response graph, this is my time, this is my response. So suppose that 1000 ppm of concentration will become on that sensor. So suppose that on this, this is my baseline, there is a no gas, then gas will become, this will saturate, this I have to remove their gas, this is 1000 ppm. Again same gas will become, this is my, suppose my 500 ppm. This is suppose that my 1 ppm. So response will be changed with the concentration. And I have to measure the response time and I take the maximum value of the 90%. Suppose my maximum value is the 5, I take the to measure the 90, okay, and take the 5 to 90, this is 44.5. Means 4.5, I will be take the scale and from 1 and take the time scale from 4.5 to 1 and measure that time, that it will take around 30 nanoseconds, 30 seconds, or 30 milliseconds to reach the device from 10 to 90% value. Are you understand?
Yes, fine, fine.
Okay.
Um, if in
So
general,
this type of the devices, we have to make the sensors. Uh, uh, you are more familiar about that. You have to make the diode, so you more understand that how to use the silicon vapor, how to clean with the vapor. Next class, we use that fabrication of the silicons. We use the lithography to make this contact, gold contact or aluminum contact, or we use the thermal using a shadow mask. And then we use the characterization facility like the SAM, EPSAM, Raman, XPS, and then we use the gases. If you use the gas sensor, if they use the pressure sensor, then we use the pressures. If you use the light sensor, then we use the light like that, UV light, IR light, visible light, or broadband light. So all these are the type of the sensors. So depend upon the applications, we have to fabricate the sensors. We have to take and choose the materials from the periodic tables, and we have to play with that materials, and we have to make the response of the sensors good. Is better. Vaibhavi, any doubt? Shyamlal,
Yes, sir.
No,
anything?
sir. No doubt.
You can ask the questions, please.
So
Assignment,
you,
have you gone through that assignment?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt in the assignment? Have you
No, sir.
submitted assignment or not?
I
Yes,
have
sir.
submitted
Submitted.
first. I have submitted first, sir, but I have not submitted second one. So,
Any suggestion about the next class? Have you gone through that assignment? Quiz one? Have you written this quiz? This quiz have you submitted?
yes, sir, I have submitted.
So, in the lecture, VOC stand for?
Volatile organic compound.
So, what type of the volatile type? Example?
Acetone, ethanol,
Huh?
acetone,
Yes.
ethanol,
Methanol, IPA.
methanol, IP.
Anyone from Calcutta and that south side
Yes, sir,
who
I am
eat
from
the fish
Calcutta.
and everything?
Yes, sir, I am from Calcutta. Eating fish.
Have you in the fish there is any formaldehyde gas? Have you heard about the formaldehyde?
Yes, sir, formaldehyde. Yes, sir, heard about it.
Yes, sir.
So this is also VOC. When the fish will be like that, what is that word he say that? Mm, जब फिश एकदम खराब हो जाती है, सड़ जाती है, जिसे क्या कहते हैं सड़ने को? क्या कहते हैं इंग्लिश
Rotten,
में? हाँ,
rot.
क्या कहते हैं इंग्लिश में? तब एक गैस निकलती है फॉर्मुलाइड, बहुत ज्यादा बदबू मारती है. दिस विल बी आल्सो हार्मफुल फॉर द ह्यूमन बीइंग्स. So you can fabricate a sensor to detect that formaldehyde that also that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is volatile organic.
Mm. Sir, I have a doubt. Can I ask a doubt?
Yeah, yeah. I think I have not to doubt that solve because everyone have to answer that. This will be due on 8 yesterday. Huh? Any have any doubt in these things? Yes, yes. Vaibhavi, you can ask me your doubt. Go ahead, please.
Sir, actually, this is Vandana who had asked you for a doubt.
Vandana. Oh, sorry, Vandana. Yes, tell me.
Sir, when we concentrate on gas sensors,
Okay.
basically exhaled breath sensors are also coming up
Yes.
for detecting the disease in human beings. And
Yes.
also, indoor applications are also coming up, like detecting formaldehyde, acetaldehyde gases as
Yes.
such.
Yes.
So, Uh, would it be better to focus on indoor monitoring or VOC detection? What is your opinion about it, sir?
Actually, uh,
Sir,
it's
for
you for
sir,
you that you
I
have to you yes, yes, tell me.
sir, in my college actually we don't have facility for fabrication, and
Okay.
so that's why I'm asking for at the level where we don't have fabrication facilities, what gases can we concentrate at? Would it be better for you breath
You can
detection, or
use the
would it be better?
simulation tool that you can calculate the density functional theory. You can use that simulation console. You can use you can
Okay,
use
sir.
the co-vendor tools in which you can or TCAD. You have the
Okay,
TCAD
okay.
facility.
No, no, sir. We don't have ticket facility also.
Co-vendor.
So somewhere we have to go. I have to go outside, I think,
No, no,
for
no.
the fab.
Simulation, that software.
Console is there, sir,
And
but
co-vendor.
take no, sir. That is also not there.
And
So
TCAD.
TCAD is not there. We just have only the facility of console with us, sir.
So
No other
you can take the any material in the console.
Hmm.
You can check that material properties
Okay,
with the
okay, sir.
presence of gas or light, how much
Hmm.
its band gap will be changed with that materials,
Hmm.
electrical and optical property or mechanical.
Okay.
And after that you can verify if you have got the facility outside that you want to fabricate the device. You can use the ISC Bangalore Sense facility also.
Okay,
You can
okay,
write
sir.
the project there.
Huh.
They have one program also for 10 days training in which you have to participate and you have to present their proposal there. So they
Okay,
have to
okay, sir.
train all the fabrication facility.
Hmm.
And if your project will be selected, then you can go to there and you can to fabricate device and take the measurement also there.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay. Hmm.
So you have to first do the literacy survey, that
Hmm.
if you are focus only on the formaldehyde gas, then you have to use that metal oxide materials.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Then
Okay.
you have to
Huh.
select the selectivity that other gases also, that ethanol, methyl, or that. And if your
Hmm.
sensor will be not selective, that it will give the nearby the equal response to the formaldehyde like the ethanol, methanol, then you
Okay,
have
sir.
to
Huh.
modify that property of the material.
Okay, okay, sir.
And
Okay.
you can verify that with that either COMSOL, and use can Virtue tool DFT, that density functional theory. And
Okay.
Virtue is the open source.
Hmm.
Okay.
But just
uh, so you can but you need a system with that high RAM and that fast computing. It will take to
okay.
calculate one calculation around take the 2 to 3 days that.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay. Hmm.
So either you have that server, you have to use your institute server where you
Hmm.
can put your job work, and you can simply put there and it will be run and you give to the output. Or
Okay, okay, sir. Huh.
if your guide have some project, and you can buy the co-vendor,
Hmm.
you can design there some MEMS based sensors, and then you have
Hmm.
expose with that sensor with the MEMS based and incubate rate also.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay. Hmm.
And for fabrication facilities, sense is the best. From which college you are?
Sir, I'm from Amrita University, Kerala.
Kerala. So you can use the NIT Calicut facility also.
Sir, actually, is there a gas sensor lab in NIT Calicut? Gas sensor facilities available there also?
You can make it is more costly, but you can design yourself also that sensor, that you just need a one hot plate and
Hmm.
one desiccator and one probe station.
Okay.
Two probe station, you can just two probe, and then you can buy the ethanol, methanol is available very cheaply, that formaldehyde.
Hmm.
And through syringe you can expose on your device. You just make your device, that just this is the difficult things.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay. Hmm.
So you can use the sense facility also.
Hmm.
Or if you want to go the simulation, then you can through the DFT you can read the paper on DFT.
Okay, okay, sir. Huh.
So how can you can understand that how people they will be published very good people in the DFT also.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Huh.
uh, Anything
Uh,
else?
sir, what about breath detection? That is also, I think, little difficult, right? If you go for breath detection, like for diabetes, if you go for acetone and all, the sensitivity should be very good, right?
You can use the any material. You can focus, you could read the paper that if you would want to make the sensor for either asthma or that glucose and anything. Suppose you
Hmm.
want to make the sensor for asthma, then you have to detect the H2O2.
Hmm.
Okay,
It's true.
so you make the solution of the H2O2,
Hmm.
and then other solution you can make that which is related to that biosensors, and you
Okay.
can make the same devices and you can expose that H2O2 on that, and then you can measure the response.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. Hmm.
Okay, so
Hmm.
it's depend upon your literacy survey that where you want to go your PhD. You can calculate the DFT on that sensor also, that,
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay.
or you can use the TCAD or Centrus tools to make
Hmm.
the device like diode and TFT and BGT, and then you can use that also, that to check the properties.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
so it is
Thank
your
you, sir.
first year.
Yes, sir. It's my first year. I'm second sem. My coursework is going on. So sensors and actuators is a coursework for me, which I'm
Okay,
currently pursuing.
so I think there is a the facility will be start side, the fabrication there.
Facility I have to find out somewhere, sir.
No, no. In
So
also Amata is a very good college, and I think there will should so facility will be there in the physics
yeah,
department, or
some of the facilities are available, sir. For fully fabrication facilities are not here. I have to go outside. So I'm also looking into it.
so you can take the co-supervisor from any IIT or nearby NIT. That and NIT Calicut have some facility, that characterization and that.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay,
Hmm.
or you can use that either Trivandrum also you can use.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay.
Either Trivandrum is very good facility.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, so you can
Yeah, sir.
choose one guide from Aija Trivandrum and you can give the purpose. Aija Trivandrum have very best facility in India.
Huh.
It is, I think, that nearby you, that around 1 to 2 hours, yeah, 3 hours journey just.
Yeah, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. I'll check there also then.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Anything else in subject you want to particularly topic, or anything you want to add?
No, sir. Nothing like that. We have gas sensors lecture coming up. Yeah, right. So I think after that only something can be suggested. Um,
Okay, okay.
mm.
Uh, Anything else? Indur, K Vinay, Ritu, your suggestions?
No,
Any
sir.
doubt?
Sir, can I,
Hello?
yes, can I ask a question?
Yeah, yeah. Tell me.
Sir, any specific software for bio sensors for their fabrication or
So, are you working on that fluidic types, microfluidic type, or MEMS, or which?
mains type, sir?
You can use the Coventer.
Oh,
Coventer.
okay, sir. It's
This is very easy software. This is very familiar and very easy.
okay,
Okay.
sir.
And I think this is not open. You have to buy the either. You are from IIT Guwahati, na?
Yes, sir.
I think there is some license will be there in your department. Some people will be using that.
Okay, sir. I will, sir.
In your center facility will be now start that. You can directly go to the that fabrication also time.
Yes, yes,
I
sir.
think
I
that
will.
is working now. The center facility there is some TAM and XRD and that deposition
Yes, sir.
expertise will
Yes,
be.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you can go directly without that. If you want to publish in the good paper journal, then you can do that. Either you can do the DFT also, that in case that you also can try DFT.
TFT.
DFT, density functional theory.
Okay, okay, sir.
And Virtues is a software that is open and you can use that software, but you need space on that HPC or server to computing that data.
Okay, sir.
Okay, but I think
Okay,
that
sir.
your facility is very good. That now that new facility will be.
Yes, yeah, there is
It
new
is
facility available.
costly, or it is free for you.
No, no, for students, it's free, not cost.
It is free,
For
na?
IT student, yeah, it's free.
So
For
then